Hello and welcome to the Damn Good Podcast. This show is going to take you for a ride. We're going to go through what's going on in my life while it happens. We're going to talk about mindset, fitness, business, strategy, and tactics. Big question, what do I need to do today to get better tomorrow? Hey, I'm Dylan Mitchell, and this is a Damn Good Podcast. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Damn Good Podcast. Lately, I've been rewatching Lord of the Rings, and so for this episode, the previous episode too, I wrote out these podcasts I wrote them out previously. This one I wrote out actually while I was watching The Two Towers, so it's the second book of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and I kind of got inspired to talk about the fellowship. Right, and this is one of the powerful things that's shown in Lord of the Rings is the power of fellowship, power of having other people around you that complement you, people that have talents that you're lacking in. So one of the examples is Frodo, takes the ring to Mordor from the Shire, basically, or they meet in Rivendell and then go. So with that, he had, a band of people around him, an elf, a dwarf, a couple men, wizard. And with that, he was able to go the distance, as well as like three other hobbits, right? So go the distance to Mordor, ultimately. But the thing that they point out, or the thing that you can take from it, is it took all of them to protect Frodo, to take that journey with him. And within that, taking the journey with Frodo ultimately made him successful in the journey. Sam carried him a lot of the way through, Mordor, cooked for him all the time while Frodo was, being a little pouty. And then Gollum was kind of their guide through a lot of it to take him the way that they could to sneak into Mordor. But when you take this into real life and not in a fantasy novel, is to put people around you that complement you, people that have other skills, right? Frodo, I think, maybe swung his sword like 10 times in the entire deal. That's why you needed like Aragorn and Legolas and Gimli, right? The people that knew how to fight around him so that they could protect him from all the bad orcs and everybody else, that they encountered along their journey. And in real life, one of the ways to do a lot of this is to create enough so that you have plenty of work to provide to others, right? So if you're an entrepreneur and you're starting a business, the biggest thing you can do is create opportunities. And first, you need to create sales, revenue, so that you can then ultimately hire people to help you create different things that maybe you're not the best at. Let's say that you're not great at creating articles, blogs, all that type of stuff, mainly because you're so close to what you're doing that it's called the curse of knowledge, where you know everything about the topic and you don't think anything is unique or novel about it. Whereas if you had somebody that's a brand new beginner in the topic, they would think a lot of it is fascinating and be able to craft more articles for you because they're coming at this with fresh eyes. So that might be somebody that you bring in to allow you to create more content and stories that, while they've been told many times within the industry, it's with a unique perspective that you're able to put out your message. So as you grow and you create, you can start pushing more and more to other people, whether that's product development, sales, marketing, and then for you to work on higher level things up the chain. And along the way, you're going to add more and more people. Then this will allow you to maybe focus on strategy. For me, that's one of my big strengths is strategy, product outline, that kind of stuff, to allow me to get to that next level. And just for you to figure out the way forward. See, that's what having a good fellowship around you provides, is the way forward and the way to move about with good counsel and a great understanding of how to move forward in the future. Which ultimately is what excites me about the future, is putting great people around me, leveling up my circle, leveling up the people that I hang around, because having those higher level connections can get me higher levels in business and ultimately in life. So I'm excited for the future, and the future is bright. So guys, that's this episode of the Damn Good Podcast. We'll see you back here tomorrow.